What's up, guys? I am back once again to bring you a recap on Baller Wives. This is season 1, episode 2, no title. And this show is already draining me in its first season because the production and producers are continuously bringing us all of these characters, all at, I wanted to say caricatures, that's why I said it like that, not characters. I want to say all these caricatures all at once, my God, and it's just overwhelming because they have all of these pre-existing beefs and we don't even know who the hell most of these women are except for Kiafa, because of her being the wife of Michael Vick. But to start this recap, we must address where we left off last week, and that was at the rooftop party with Stacy and Miko versus Kiafa and Geneva. And I'm just gonna jump right in. Carmina was dead ass wrong, my God, for throwing a drink on Stacy, regardless of what she said, because that woman is pregnant. I thought that was so classless and disgusting. Granted, Carmina did share as to why she was so passionate and upset and threw the drink on Stacy because of Carmina having been there when Kiafa's mom died and she watched her die, and so it was an emotional time for her. So to hear Stacy say, you know, good that your mother is dead, I get it, that was 100% wrong, but fight back with some words. To throw a drink in somebody's face who is pregnant, as Miko stated, with heels on and a rooftop deck and so on and so forth, that was just horrible. But one thing I do want to check Geneva on is, why are you bringing this up? You keep saying that you already knew that Asante had sex with Stacy in the back of a car over 10 years ago, which was before she even married her husband. I think it was before you married and met your husband. So why is this a topic of discussion? And Kiafa was 100% wrong for throwing out there and saying, well, you did sleep with her husband. No, she slept with Asante, who was not a married man back then, my God. So I'm over this back and forth about Stacy having slept with Asante. Who cares? And then for Geneva to say, yeah, nobody wants to claim a Stacy Chambers. Did you just realize that you called this chick Stacy Chambers, Chambers being her married last name? So Geneva is a coward as well. So evidently somebody is claiming Stacy because she has been married for the past 10 years and has children and is pregnant by this man. But nobody wants to claim your hoe ass husband Asante, because I've heard the tea on him about how he's sleeping with everybody around town, my God. And speaking of players sleeping with people around town, Stacy and Miko kind of need to play it cool in reference to saying that their husbands don't sleep around while everyone else's husband is sleeping around, because at the end of the day, all of you guys' husbands were or are in the same career field, which brings a lot of groupies and thoughts to their doorstep, my God. So that being said, don't be too sure that your man ain't doing the same thing his crew is doing, my God. Also, I was waiting for this moment because it took a minute for Kiafa and Geneva to check Carmina, but I was glad that Kiafa said that she was 100% disappointed in Carmina throwing that drink on Stacy, and Kiafa also shared with us that the whole rooftop party event was to announce that she is pregnant. And I do want to address one other thing that I have to check Stacy on. Stacy threw in there that she only came to the rooftop party to clear the air. No, honey, you came negatively, ready to be aggressive, argue, and fight. Your whole disposition when you arrived was to check Kiafa and check everyone else. That being said, miss me with the BS on you claiming that you only came to clear the air. Now I have to address Miko, Stacy, and the extra ratchet girl that was in the car on the ride home. It was interesting seeing them recap and replay. Did you say something about Kiafa's mom? Because they kept saying that. They kept saying that. So it was funny for Stacy to say, well, I didn't know her mom was dead. I would have never said that had I known that. But then you were the only one in the car who recollect that Kiafa said you should take your meds, and you said that her mom should take hers, and she said her mom was dead, and you said, Stacy, you said that it was good. So I'm confused as to how you're so remorseful, but yet you were the only one in the car that recollected the whole scenario accurately. And then for the extra girl, who I think her name is Krystal, was all in the back saying, yeah, Kiafa thinks she's the queen. She has these minions and, you know, you didn't even know her mom was dead. Girl, bye. It does not matter what she knew. She knew at the point that she said good that her mother was dead. Also, I'm just not liking Miko. She is so annoying to even agree and say, you know, I 100% agree with how Stacy had to react towards Kiafa. No, y'all rolled up knowing you were going to start some stuff and check Kiafa. And granted, although I've already said that Carmina was wrong for throwing the drink on Stacy. Stacy, you are also a pregnant woman. You should know how to approach a situation to not cause drama, nor make it so steamy that it would possibly become violent. Now I have to address the baby shower that Miko threw for Stacy. I don't have much to say about it, although it was a beautiful location. Miko, why did you have to bring up the drink throwing at the baby shower? Like, that should be behind you guys. I'm just, y'all, I can't stand this Miko chick. Like, she is going to be, she's getting on my last nerve already, my God. Now, I do have to clear up last week. I was so confused when you guys saw me do the recap with Corey. I was thinking that Stacy's name was Krystal because I did see a Krystal on the little name tag while the show was on. But come to find out, Krystal is not only the extra girl who was hanging with Miko and Stacy in the truck. Krystal is also Stacy's daughter's name. So yeah, I guess that kind of clears up why I thought Krystal was Stacy, because Krystal was with Stacy at the rooftop party, my God. Now let's address Geneva's yacht party, my God. Emily and Krystal. Okay, yeah. This is what I'm referring to with them giving us too many characters and too many storylines, too many people, and too much drama all at once. Krystal and Emily. At this point, I'm actually Team Emily and not Team Krystal. Krystal is annoying as all hell, my God. The fact that she didn't own up to saying that Krystal's baby was a hush baby. We clearly just saw her say that and tell Stacy that it was a hush baby because Stacy wanted clarification on what is really a hush baby. And then we had Kiafa wanting to clarify that Emily also said something, you know, calling Krystal a homewrecker and all of that. So that was foolishness for no reason because they immediately cleared the air, stated that they could get over it and move forward. Now, the more important topic on this yacht was between Asia and Miko. I can't stand that damn Miko. Okay, I'm definitely Team Asia on this topic. Team Asia because Miko is all up in her feelings because she believes that Asia's husband, Channing, got her fired from the radio station and so on and so forth. Now, Miko wanting to pull Asia aside to address their issues and clear the air threw me off because Miko was approaching Asia about the whole, what your husband did to me, he needs to apologize, why won't he admit it? Then she shifted from, yeah, because my son doesn't even like your son. Girl, I rolled my eyes so hard. Then to come to find out they were talking about a 5 and 6 year old. Then Miko stating that, yeah, my son came home and told me that he beat up your son twice. Like, how are you a mother bragging to another mother about your child having beat up their child, then say, yeah, he doesn't like him because he's always in timeout and doesn't do his work and disrespects the teacher? Like, girl, Miko, you are reaching 100%. And then even Asia saying, well, our children go to a private school and why do I not know about this? I'm thinking, this is some BS. This is some foolishness because why are we even discussing what goes on between 5 and 6 year olds at school? So I feel like at this point, Miko is just flat out bitter. She lost the job. Clearly she's not talented enough because I don't think that somebody saying something should have caused her to lose her job if she was as great as she believes she is. Then I had to side-eye Miko for saying that, yeah, my son knows what's going on because I tell him everything that happens. And I'm thinking, This baby is 6 years old and you're telling him adult drama? Like, I'm gonna question your parenting skills too. And I don't think it's no one's right to question how someone parents their child, especially if it's not abuse or putting them in hurt, harm, or danger. Like, girl, why would you be telling a 6-year-old about adult business, my God? Then we were able to meet Shannon Crowder, who is Asia's husband, and they pretty much talked about, they talked to Channing Jr., my God, asking him, was he anxious to see Aiden and go back to school and so on and so forth. And he seemed pretty happy and thought that Miko's son was his friend. So I'm clearly 100% giving Miko the side eye at this point. Then it was great to hear that Channing, the father, said that I don't have no pull to have a voice to get Miko fired. Clearly she just was not talented enough. But it was great to hear that through all of this messiness, Asia is very business minded. I believe she sells homes, and she said, honey, I am not going to allow this beef get between my coin, my God, and Miko and her husband Brent are a part of the who's who, and so I have to invite them to the open house, my God. Now, Miko and Aiden, I think they were playing tennis or something like that. It pissed me off to see her, after she had already asked Aiden, you know, do you like Channing? Are you trying to be friends with him? He said, yes, I'm trying to be friends with him, trying to make it happen. And he was an adorable little boy, just as Channing is as well. But for her to tell Aiden that I don't like his mom. Now that makes sense as to why Aiden would say, I'm trying to be his friend, when he has this damn old ass mom in his ear saying negative things about his friend's mother. Like, you are, I'm just over Miko Yolo. I can't take her. I just want her to be kicked off the show. She needs to be fired from Ballers Wives, my God. Kiafa, make that happen. Aren't you an executive producer? Last but not least, we get to this beautiful $7.9 million home that Asia is trying to sell. It was gorgeous. All the white, the architecture, it was just stunning. It was a beautiful home. But of course we have Miko come in claiming that Asia was being fake for speaking to her. And I'm thinking, well, girl, was she not supposed to speak to you, or was she supposed to speak to you? And that whole thing just threw me off with Miko addressing Asia publicly, because it seemed as if Miko was the one to start the conversation, but all of Asia's girls were there, Kiafa, Geneva, and everybody else was sitting there listening to the conversation, pretty much having her back, because Asia's concerns were, I feel like you're going after my husband, my child, me, all because you're upset that you got fired. And for Miko to say, yeah, Asia's a coward for addressing me while I'm by myself when she has all of these girls. Girl, you're the one that wanted to address this. You're the one that called her fake. And it was interesting that you called Asia fake for speaking to you, but you were just as fake for giving her that fake hug on the yacht, as if you guys actually made up when you still were desiring an apology from her husband. And it was interesting because Kiafa and Geneva were just as confused as we, the viewers, are, when Miko said, at one point, Channing disrespected me on and off the radio. But then I'm thinking, well, why did you just say that you wanted an apology from him? And if you wanted him to admit, if he didn't say it, just say he didn't say it. So do you have confirmation that Channing said something about you, or do you not? Because I'm confused here, Miko. We're all confused. The cast is confused, production's confused, and the viewers are confused. Anyway, this was my recap, which was all over the place, my God, because this show is all over the place. Please comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about Ballers Wives. Thumbs up this video. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all social media outlets. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye.